Hey, welcome to a new video. I just want to talk about growing up with video stores, because video stores are really not a thing anymore. It's rare that they exist, and that's really sad to me. I had some really cool experiences with video stores. Looking back, yeah, it was an interesting time, and them not really around like mainstream, like they disappeared, is sad. And I kind of want to talk about just growing up with video stores. So for me, the closest video store we had was there was a lot around town. So the closest one to where we lived was Video Easy, right? Video Easy is a local Australian video store. Really cool. There was actually about 3 in town of them. Then we also had like one Blockbuster. We also had this chain called Pacific Video. There was one of them. And around when I was going into high school, Network Video popped up. So yeah, they were the main video stores that were around where I lived. So yeah, Video Easy was the main one that I went to, and yeah, because it was the closest one. I just remember like Friday nights or even Saturday on the weekends, but like Friday nights after school, and when my father came home from work, we'd go to the video store and we'd either hire one, hire a movie out for the night or for the weekend. Because I remember you had overnight releases, you had 3-day rentals, and you had your weekly rentals. So yeah, like your new releases were overnights. 3 days were like the recent, been out for a couple of months, and the weeklies are everything else. And yeah, that was it. Yeah, and I remember like Saturdays, like when I got into gaming, that's where I'd play most of my games, because I was only getting like pocket money was like $10, so I couldn't afford video games, so I had to rent, use my money to rent video games. There was also demos and video game magazines, and that's kind of a topic I want to talk about another time. But for now, yeah, I'm not even going to talk about video game rentals. We're just talking about movies and TV show rentals. But yeah, like, and you'd rent, I remember there was like a deal, like you rent 5 weeklies for $5. So yeah, that was a bargain. That was awesome. And yeah, the school holidays, that's where we'd go. You'd go down and get 5 weeklies, and yeah, fun times. But yeah, even like if there wasn't on any movie on like a certain night, like Friday or Saturday night, you'd head down, go to rent a movie out and watch it. So yeah, but now it's all streaming, and there's good to streaming and there's bad to streaming. But anyway, video rental places, yeah, video shops and all that. Yeah, it was a different time, and it was beautiful, because you'd go in and there'd be so many videos you discover. I even remember like certain video shops, they do their rentals different, because one place would do the back thing where they have the movie up front and just a cover at the back, and if there was nothing behind that, you knew that movie was out. I remember like when the big movies came out, you would not get them for a couple of weeks. They would always be out. And yeah, I remember like I started with always going to the cartoon section. I remember getting Simpsons out and so on, and yeah, that was like my favorite section. And then when I grew older, going to the horror section and action, all the genres. And yeah, I remember discovering horror and, you know, watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original Halloween, Evil Dead, that was one of them experiences I remember on video, watching the original Evil Dead because of the trailers. That was the awesome thing about videos, seeing the trailers. You'd see like movies, what the fuck's this? Oh, I need to check this out. That kind of thing. You don't get that anymore. But yeah, that was awesome about it. And I remember on the Evil Dead, they had like, I don't know, for some reason I just left the tape going, and they had like trailers after it, and it was really cool. I never saw that before. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting. And from Evil Dead, after watching it, all I could remember was that, you know, tree rape scene. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? And it ended up becoming one of my favorite movies of all time. So yeah, but then discovering the cult section was something different, because there'd be cartoons in it. I was like, why are cartoons in this section? And then you discover, oh, it's anime. But at the time I didn't know it was anime. It was like adult cartoons like Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Ninja Scroll, all them kinds of things. Like, holy shit, this fucked up shit. You know, even in the cult section, which just became my favorite section to go to over time, because I discovered Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, so on. Yeah, it's awesome movies. Peter Jackson's first movie, Bad Taste, was there as well. It's just so cool, that section. Not every video store I know had that section. The Video Easy closest to me did, and that was like my favorite section to go to. And yeah, but as a kid, I remember they do at my local Video Easy, they do colouring competitions. So when I was a kid, you know, you do them colouring competitions. Never won anything, but yeah, it was really fun. You just colour in, and then you put it in, and you could win something. It was always, you know, kids movies or cartoons or whatever. So yeah, yeah, it was awesome. I remember over time there was these, like, they'd do like these big sales, like it was like once a year they'd do this massive sale. And yeah, and that's how I think my parents really grew their VHS collection, just by them sales. Because I don't think we hardly bought like new VHS. You basically would wait for sales, and yeah, that's how I'd buy them back then. Yeah, and that's how it grew. And you know, you get your favorites, and you get stuff. We'd get our favorites and stuff that just looked really cool and we haven't seen yet or wanted to see. So yeah, and I remember my sister, she had her favorites. She had her stuff like Josie and the Pussycats and that. I remember she loved that movie, which isn't now in my collection. For me, like, Doug's first movie was one of them. Space Jam was my shit back then. Yeah, stuff like that I was really into as a kid. And then, you know, when I started watching movies with my father, you know, watching the violent shit, watching movies like The Crow, like I said, The Evil Dead, and so on. Yeah, my taste changed, and it went to all these, you know, really fucked up movies, you know, Reservoir Dogs, all these violent shit. So yeah, but yeah, growing up with a video store was just awesome. I thought I loved it. I miss it. I really miss going to the video store. I stopped going to the video store when Blu-rays hit. But yeah, I just missed that experience. My last time going was actually a really cool experience, because there was this sale going on. I don't think it was a closing down sale, but you could tell the store got smaller, and it was getting smaller and smaller. Went there, they had the sale on. I was looking for a couple of movies. I was looking for, because this is around the time I was just getting into Asian cinema. I was looking for Battle Royale and Old Boy, and couldn't find. I was looking for them for to rent. Couldn't find either. And then I don't know, I missed it. And then I was like, oh, I haven't checked this table. All of a sudden I saw Old Boy for sale. Awesome. Yeah, that's the last time I officially went to, and it doesn't exist anymore. Now, Video Easies around here are just like a kiosk or whatever. You know, you put money in and DVD or Blu-ray comes out or whatever. So yeah, it's very disappointing what has happened to the video store. Streaming did kill the video store. Netflix killed the video store, I could say. I have thoughts on Netflix, but yeah, the video store, I have more experiences I could talk about. I might, yeah, if I feel like I might talk about more of my experiences, but just I have these fond memories. Just, you know, this is how I discovered a lot of my favorite movies. Just discovering movies overall was because of the video store, and it was just a great experience with the family. Just a great experience, you know, getting into movies and so on. And yeah, and that experience is gone. And people say, "Oh, streaming will, you know, to take place." It hasn't, but it doesn't feel the same because you go into a video store. There was something different. It felt different, and you go and looking through the movie. It was physical. It was all there, and it's not there anymore, and it's just disappointing. It's gone, and I would love to see it come back. Video stores to come back. I would love to see. I don't see it happening, but I would love to. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about my experience with video stores, rentals, all that shit. Yeah, I got more things to talk about video stores, but yeah, we'll leave that for another time. But yeah, this might become a series, just me talking about my experiences with video stores. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I'm out. Bye.